3, 2, 1. Hang on, I cannot focus. And I forgot to do the anti-trolley length test. Yes! So, in the meantime, stay safe, be well. I'm Julian Koh. Hello and welcome back to sgCarMart Reviews. Today we have the 2021 Volkswagen Tiguan. This is a facelift of the previous Tiguan, and what's new is a totally new grille, the new Volkswagen logo, new front and rear bumpers and new headlamps. I must say this design has made the Tiguan much more handsome, and I think it's one of the most handsome SUVs on the market right now. Obviously that's my opinion, but yes. What other differences are is that previously the Tiguan came in 1.4 litre turbocharged engine. Now it's only available in the 2 litre turbocharged engine. What are some competitors with the Tiguan? I would say maybe the Toyota Harrier, the Hyundai Tucson, or even the Skoda Kodiaq, and maybe the Skoda Karoq. You know, slightly different in size. But yes, out of all the models I've just listed, I have to reiterate, this is the most handsome one. And from the side of the Tiguan, I would like to draw your attention to this line that extends from the headlamps all the way to the back here, and also the second line that extends from the front through the door handles. It gives the Tiguan a very hulking stance, and it makes the car look very commanding, and I like that. You get 19-inch wheels, not the 20 inches you get overseas, but still it adds enough visual weight to the car to make it look hulking. Yes, to the boot. So from the rear you get new rear bumpers and the new Volkswagen logo and the model name emblazoned across. Very nice. You also get kick sensors. And what you have is 520 litres worth of boot space. Does it pass the anti-trolley length test? No. Does it pass the luggage test? Well, kind of barely, but one interesting thing is that the rear seats can be moved forward, so you'll get more space. And with that done, the luggage can be fitted in this way. So there's no problem at all. There are hooks and tether points, and most importantly, you can knock the rear seats down via these levers. Lovely. And then it's a flat boot floor, and you can load your big ticket furniture items into the boot. No problem at all. To the back seat. The Volkswagen Tiguan is priced from $194,000 to $208,000. The 2 litre turbocharged engine produces 187 brake horsepower and 320 Nm of torque. The 7-speed dual-clutch transmission brings the car from 0 to 100 in 7.4 seconds. For more details on the Volkswagen Tiguan or any other car, head on to sgcarmart.com to help you make the smart choice on your next car. In the back seat of the Tiguan, I feel that the amount of space you get is the highlight and the reason why you will consider the Tiguan. Look at the amount of headroom I'm getting. And look at the amount of knee room I'm getting. I'm 1.8 meters tall. This is my comfortable driving position. Loads of foot space and knee room, so it is actually very spacious. I appreciate how big and wide this rear window is, so you won't feel claustrophobic or get car sick when you're sitting behind. There's also rear aircon vents with climate control, not something that you can get at this price range in other cars, so this is very appreciated. Another thing I appreciate about the Tiguan is the rear seats can move backwards and forwards to give you more space in the boot, and you can also incline your backrest. Yes. Other amenities, armrest cup holders, ISOFIX points, and more importantly, the middle seat is actually comfortable. You can see there's still quite a bit of headroom for me. The transmission tunnel is not that wide, so it's actually quite okay to put your feet here. In fact, this morning I had my child seat here and 2 production crew members sitting in the back seat. It was a slight squeeze for them, but I don't think it would be torturous to sit in here for a 20-minute car ride. So I'm actually impressed at the amount of space available at the back of the Tiguan. Onto the front seat. In the front seat of the Tiguan, the first thing that blew me away is the panoramic sunroof. Excuse the rainwater marks because it was raining last night, but my son thoroughly enjoyed the Tiguan last night with the sunroof open. Yes, that's a very nice wow factor. There are soft touch materials, but as you move lower, it becomes plastics. But overall, first impressions of the cabin is that it is well put together. Everything feels solid, as it should. But does it feel refined like a BMW or Audi? No, because this is one step down as a Volkswagen. But it still feels nice and slightly more expensive than your bread and butter cars. You get a 10.25-inch fully digital instrument cluster. Everything you need is easily legible here, and everything is controlled via the multifunction steering wheel. Nice to the touch. It has heated function, which is useless in Singapore, but you know, who knows, you might have cold hands. Moving on, you get an 8-inch infotainment system. There's Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it is not available wirelessly, which is, I think, kind of essential in cars of this price range. So yeah, I don't know why it's wired, but anyway, it is what it is. Moving down, this entire touch sensitive module here is my bugbear with the cabin, front cabin of the Tiguan, because adjusting the aircon using touch sensitive panels is a bit tricky, especially when there's no haptic feedback. So when you're on the road, you really need to look to see where you're touching and to adjust the temperature. And don't be like me, you know, I was trying to do it without looking, and what did I do? I activated the heated seats and my bum was on fire. There's no ventilated seats, but they're heated seats. Yeah, I don't know why. Moving down, there's storage area for your phone. Unfortunately, no wireless charging pad. There are 2 USB-C ports. And then you get auto hold buttons here, and you can look at your reverse camera here, and the proximity sensors on the front and back of the car. I don't know why, but the camera here looks a little bit low res. Yeah, but it is what it is. There is a control knob here, which you would think controls the driving profile from sports to comfort, but no, actually this is for the off-road profile, because it has expert off-road, auto off-road, and then snow. If you want to go into sports mode, you actually press this button and you cycle through eco, normal, sport. Yes. And you get 2 cup holders here, which has this cool flip mechanism, which is actually quite useful, because if you have a very big bottle, you can just chuck it here, but if you have smaller bottles, the cup holders that flip out will hold them in place. So this is actually pretty smart. I like it. Yes, all in all, I think the cabin is nice, and the most important thing are the seats. Electronically adjusted. There's lumbar adjustments as well, and I don't know what Tiguan and what Volkswagen has done, but this could be the most comfortable seats I've been in for the entire 2021, because with everything dialed in, I feel that there's no pressure on my neck, my shoulder, and my back, and my lumbar, and it really makes driving very enjoyable. And one more thing, look at this headrest. When you want it to move forward, it moves forward completely, so your head still rests on it. Unlike other cars where the adjustments is like just tap, 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 and you only get to touch a small part of the headrest, whereas this thing is the whole thing. So yes, Volkswagen has made the perfect driving chair, for me at least. Anyway, it's time to drive this thing. So what is it like behind the wheel of the Volkswagen Tiguan? Some performance figures first. Up front is a 2-litre turbocharged engine. It produces 187 brake horsepower and 320 Nm of torque. 0 to 100 is in 7.4 seconds. I must say, the Tiguan feels like a very comfortable car to drive in, to cruise in. The sitting position is really relaxing. I feel that my legs are well supported. I don't feel cramped. There's a lot of space in the footwell up front, and overall this driving position is very comfortable. And speaking of comfort, I would say this car is not set up to be a sporty drive. I do feel quite a bit of body roll, maybe because this car is tall. When I first got into this car, I immediately felt like I was much taller than other cars on the road, and this is why you get an SUV, right? You want to have a commanding presence, and visibility is great, so you can look out of the car and be assured that you can see everything, not much blind spots. So it is actually, it checks the list of what an SUV should be, you know, tall and good visibility, and yeah, you don't feel small inside. That's it. Yeah, it's not a sporty drive, so don't expect to throw these round corners for it to be reassuring. There is sports mode, but I would just keep this in normal or eco mode, because 320 Newton meters is not little, but it's just enough to get you to the overtaking. But you know, this car is not fast, so there's that. As for driver's assistance features, for a car at this price point, you would expect things like lane keep assist, lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring, and adaptive cruise control. Well, there's none of that. There's just cruise control and proximity sensors when you get too close to a pillar in the car park. So that is a bit disappointing for a car that is $190,000. But overall, I think you would get this car for the comfort it affords you when you drive this long distance, because this seating position is really one of the best that I've experienced so far in 2021. Yeah. As usual, we have will buy, won't buy, or go try the Volkswagen Tiguan. For me, it is a go try. At $194,000, there are many competitors in the market and they are offering a lot of features. So one of the things that really stood out for me in the Tiguan was the lack of quite a few features like blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, wireless Apple CarPlay. And so, you know, because of trying all these cars, it kind of becomes the norm that cars have these features. So it was quite obvious when I got into the Tiguan and I couldn't find these things. But what the Tiguan has got going for it is, you know, obviously it's made by Volkswagen, so you're getting a German SUV, and it's put together quite well. Everything feels solid and well made. It's also a four-wheel drive SUV, something that many of its competitors aren't. So if you're into that added grip and assurance that four-wheel drives affords, then this is the car for you. And also, I think that this driving seat and this driving position is the most comfortable one I've been in for 2021. So do go and try the car to see for yourself whether the comfort of the Tiguan supersedes, you know, the lack of some features that you would find in its competitors. So yes, do you agree or disagree with this verdict? Let me know in the comments section below. As usual, like and subscribe our channel and click the bell notification icon to be notified every time we upload something new. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok. I have been forced to dance in silly ways for more followers, so please follow me there. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.